Hi everyone, welcome to our session. Today we're going to be talking about the process for how to become a tutor for the Mesa Tutoring and Computing Centers, more commonly known as MT2C. The first step in our hiring process is to take and pass our Education 100 class. This is a 3-week long, 1-unit hybrid class that includes online work as well as face-to-face time in the classroom. Some of the activities in this class include learning about our 12-step tutoring philosophy, participating in mock tutoring sessions, and shadowing some of our seasoned tutors who work here on campus. You will need to pass Ed 100 and secure a recommendation from your Ed 100 instructor in order to continue the process. While you are in Ed 100, you will also be given some preliminary paperwork that will begin the hiring process in our business office. More information about this will be given later in the video. The next step is to get a letter of recommendation from a professor in your subject area. For example, if you're interested in tutoring biology, you would need to get a letter of recommendation from a biology professor. We know your professors are busy, so this recommendation doesn't need to be lengthy or overly formal. In fact, it can just be a simple email from your professor that mentions which class you took with him or her, how you performed, and why you would be a good tutor for that subject. You will need to have earned an A or a B in the courses that you intend to tutor, so it is helpful if your professor mentions your grade. If you're interested in tutoring multiple subjects, please keep in mind that you will need a letter of recommendation for each subject you wish to tutor. Your Ed 100 instructor will give you the specific details about where to have your professor send the letter. And if, for some reason, it is not possible for you to get a recommendation from a professor at Mesa, we will provide you with an alternative way to meet this requirement. It's a good idea to start working on this while you are still in Ed 100, as sometimes it can take a little while to secure the letters of recommendation. Some departments also require an assessment to help us determine which levels you are prepared to tutor at the current time. As you gain more experience, you can be reassessed to add additional classes and levels. Not every department requires an assessment, so it really depends on the subject area that you're interested in tutoring, whether or not you will need to take this. This is a requirement that you can complete while you are in Ed 100 or after you finish the class. The next requirement is to meet with an MT2C subject area coordinator. This will typically be a coordinator within your subject area who will observe you in a mock tutoring session and provide you with feedback in order to help you improve your craft. Depending on the subject area, this may be done as part of your assessment, or it may be completed in a separate session. The subject area coordinator will also need to give approval in order for you to become a tutor. As mentioned earlier in this video, you will be provided with some preliminary paperwork while you are in Ed 100 that will initiate the hiring process in the Mesa business office. We will collect these forms from you and submit them for processing. Once these preliminary forms have been processed, you will receive 2 emails from the business office with information about how to complete the hiring packet. After you receive these 2 emails, you can set up an appointment with us and we will do our best to answer any questions that you have, and we will direct you to the business office if there is something that we cannot help you with. Part of this process includes getting a TB test as well as being fingerprinted. These steps are required of all public school employees in California. MT2C will provide you with a fee waiver for the cost of the LiveScan fingerprinting service that you will need to take with you to the LiveScan office. Please note that just because you receive the hiring packet forms does not mean that you will be automatically hired as a tutor if you complete them. You must also successfully complete the specific requirements for tutoring and have all of your recommendations and approvals. Once the business office has received your fingerprinting results electronically and you have submitted all of the required online forms, someone from the Mesa business office will contact you to set up an appointment and give you a list of items that you will need to bring original hard copies of, including but not limited to your identification for the I-9 and your TB test results. If all of your paperwork is complete and accurate, the Mesa business office will send it to the district for final processing. Please note that this can take several weeks, so it's wise to start working on the packet as soon as you receive the emails. After your paperwork is complete, we will then schedule you for the final step in the process, which is an interview with our tutoring coordinator. This interview will likely include questions about the MT2C tutoring cycle and philosophy, as well as your professional and educational goals. After you have successfully completed this interview, we will contact you to discuss scheduling and to welcome you to our staff. Thanks so much for watching this video. We hope it was helpful, and we look forward to seeing you in Education 100 very, very soon.